Hey everyone! Welcome back to Musicians Inspiring Musicians. My name is Caroline, and today I am going to teach you how to play the chorus of Jingle Bells, a super easy version that you can play on the guitar starting today. So if you're new to guitar, this is a great song for you to learn. It's super simple. We are only going to need 5 notes to learn this chorus, and you'll have it ready in time for Christmas. Alright, let's get started. So you can play this on an electric guitar, acoustic guitar, classical guitar, however you want to play it. You can use a pick, you can finger pick. It's up to you, however you're learning. I am just using my classical guitar today because that's what I'm most comfortable with, and I'm going to be finger picking, but again, you do you, whatever you want to do. And before we start playing, make sure to click the link in our description box to download the music for this so you can follow along. We have a version with just the sheet music, and then we have a version with the sheet music and tab. So if you're still kind of learning how to read sheet music, maybe use the tab for now, and then maybe one day you won't need the tab. All right, let's get started. So everyone knows the chorus to this song, so it shouldn't be too difficult for you to learn. It's always easier to learn something when you know how it's supposed to go and it's familiar. So the very first note we need for the chorus is your open first string and open E. If you're looking at the sheet music, that is the note on the 4th space. Alright, so to start out, we have 3 E's. So you're going to play open E 3 times. So far, that's it. Pretty easy. So you got your 3 E's. Then the next measure is the same thing. 3 E's again. So now, if we put both measures together, you have. So far, so good. Pretty easy, right? Now, in the 3rd measure, looking at your music or the tab, we have another open E, but then our second note is a high G. So for those of you that don't know, this note, you are going to play it on the 3rd fret, 1st string, and I use my ring finger, my 3rd finger on my left hand to play it. So that's your high G. So in the 3rd measure, you're going open E to G on the same string. Alright, so you got E, G. Then, the 3rd note of the 3rd measure, we need a C. So this C is going to be on the 1st fret of the 2nd string. Alright, so we're staying on the 1st fret, staying in the same position, but we're just moving to the 2nd string. So I am using my 1st finger for this note on my left hand. That's your C. So let's start at the beginning of the 3rd measure. You have open E, G on the 3rd fret, 1st string, and then C on the 1st fret, 2nd string. Alright, one more time. E, G, C. Good. And then the last note we need in this song is D. D, you're going to play it on the 3rd fret, but on the 2nd string. So you could think C, 2nd string, 1st fret. D's on the same string, but it's on the 3rd fret. Alright, so let's just review the 3rd measure. We have E, G, C, and D. Nice, good. Let's do that measure one more time. E, G, C, D. There we go, cool. And then the last note of this first phrase, the 4th measure, we have an open E again. Pretty simple, right? So how about let's do the 3rd and the 4th measure. So starting on the E to the G, all right? 3, 4. There we go, cool. Okay. Let's try it from the beginning. So we're going to play the first 4 measures, the first phrase of this chorus. Very exciting, all right? So you got your open E's. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, that's awesome. You already have some of it. That's very exciting. Cool. All right, so, oops, actually, okay, for the next line, we do need another new note. I think I said D was the last new note that we need, but there's one more, sorry. But it's nothing you can't handle. So starting on the fifth measure, we have an F. So to play F, you're gonna be on the first string, first fret. All right, that's your F. So this measure is just F the whole time. That's it, just F. Cool, good. Now, the next measure, we have one more F, the first note, and then we go to the open E. So you're just going F on the first fret, first string, to the open E. All right. So how about, why don't we try the fifth and the sixth measure? So you have F, 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 and then the E, all right? 3, 4. To E. All right, good. Let's do that one more time. Same thing. The fifth and the sixth measure, all right? 3, 4. Cool. And then to finish out this phrase, in the next measure, we need an E, a D. So remember, D is the third fret, second string. All right. So in this next measure, you have open E, then D, then back to E. Pretty simple, right? Let's try that. So this is the measure after. You have all the F's and the E's. All right. So 3, 4, E. D. Nice, good. How about we try it? Let's back it up. Let's start on the fifth measure. So we'll do the fifth, the sixth, and the seventh. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice, good, awesome. And then to finish out this phrase, we ended on E. You need to play another D and then G. So to go from D to G, what I like to do is I have my third finger, my ring finger on my left hand on D. I'm going to use my pinky this time on G. That way I'm not using the same finger right in a row on my left hand, and it'll sound more connected and it can ring out a little better, sorry. So let's start with the D to the G. The very last measure of that phrase, all right? 3, 4. Nice, cool. Very good, very good. Okay, why don't we try the fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth measure, all right? So starting on those F's on the first fret, first string. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice, good. And one other thing I want to point out, when I just played that, when I was on E to D, back to E, I kept my ring finger on D because I'm going to need it again for the end of that phrase. And again, it'll sound more connected. So I went E, kept it down, and then added the pinky. So you can try that. It's not something you have to do right away. It could be something you work towards if that's tricky for you, but it'll just help kind of connect it and make it sound smoother. And plus you need it again. So why lift it and then worry about putting your finger back down? All right, awesome. So how about we try from the beginning to the eighth measure where we just stopped, all right? So putting the two phrases together. So starting on open E. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice, good job, that's fun, awesome. Now, Our next phrase is exactly the same as the first 4 measures. So the next 4 are the same as the beginning, which is really cool because you know that part, we already learned it. We just played it. So after where we just stopped, you're gonna go back to the E's, and again, and then the E, G, C, D, E. All right, just like the beginning, okay? So how about let's play to there, all right? So we're gonna put the 3 phrases that we did together, okay? So remember, we start on open E. And I might call out some of the notes as we go along just to kind of help you out if you're like, what comes next again? And I'm going to keep it slow. I don't want to go too fast. It's always good to learn pieces very slowly and have the correct rhythm and the notes and good fingering. And then you can always speed it up once it's slow, once it's smooth, nice and slow. All right? So from the top, 1, 2, 3, 4. To G, C, D. Nice, awesome, very good, cool. And we're almost at the end of this already, which is crazy. So this last phrase is very close to the second phrase. We're gonna start out with the F's again. So that's the same as the second phrase. Then the next measure is the same as well. So you have F, and then E, 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 E. But then the last 2 measures are going to be a little different. So let's start at measure 13 on the F. We'll do the F, and then measure 14, and then I'll teach you the ending, all right? 3, 4. Cool. Familiar, but now instead of going, we're gonna do G, 3rd fret, 1st string, 2 G's, F on the 1st fret, 1st string, to D on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, and then end on a C. So we have G, G, F, D, C. G, G, F, D, C. And that's your ending. Cool. How about we try from measure 13 to the end, so the very last phrase, nice and slow. So starting on F. 1, 2, 3, 4. End on C. Nice, very good, very good. That's it, that's the chorus, that's awesome. So how about, why don't we try from measure 9, we'll go 9 to the end, so like the second half of the chorus, and then we'll put the whole thing together. I really like to work in small sections. You can even break it down into even smaller sections when you're working on this, but it's good to do a little bit at a time and put it together. It makes it a little easier to learn, and you can be a little more thorough before kind of like throwing everything together. So let's start at measure 9, so the one that's the same as the beginning, the open E's, and we'll take it to the end, all right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna go E to G, C, D, E, 2, 3, 4, F. F, D, C. That's it. Awesome. Cool. Okay, why don't we try the whole chorus now of Jingle Bells? All right, you're doing awesome. So I'll count us in, and then we'll just play through the whole thing to the end. All right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice, good job. You can even add a little C chord at the end like I did. That was awesome, fantastic job. So you just learned the chorus of Jingle Bells. That's awesome. I hope you had fun learning this. I had fun teaching you. I hope it brings you some Christmas cheer and some Christmas spirit. So again, just practice slowly in small sections. Once you have it smooth, nice and slow, you can always speed it up and play it faster. I just think it's really cool that only using 2 strings and 5 notes you can play something that you know, like the chorus of Jingle Bells, which is awesome and perfect for this time of year. So I hope you had fun. Remember to practice slowly and in small sections. Please rewatch this video if you want to play along with me again. We have other videos, not necessarily all Christmas ones, but different tutorials on different scales, different songs, 1-string songs if you're a beginner. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And I hope you have an awesome day and a Merry Christmas. See you next time. Bye.